back to the series of Business Studies Chapter 6 Staffing. In this video, we are learning about process of selection. By the way, this is OBC Online Business Class. If you still not subscribed, consider it. We have a Facebook page, links are given below. Go and check out our Facebook page. Before starting process of selection, keep in mind, don't change orders. If you are a person who forget quickly like Dory, yes, Dory is a fish. She has a short-term memory loss. Actually, Finding Dory is 2016 animated movie. If you are not seen, go and watch. I have to say this, it's a nice movie. If you are like that, just remember these letters. PS, TER, SMJC. P means preliminary screening, S means selection test. Like that it goes on. These letter helps to remember process in order. With that in mind, starting with the first process, preliminary screening. Preliminary screening helps manager to eliminate unqualified or unfit job seekers based on the information provided in application form. It's like entrance test in college. Based on that, they will give you permission to admit, and also it helps to reject misfit candidates. Moving on to the next process, selection test. An employment test is a systematic test which will be done either in a test or in exercise. Their aim is to measure certain characteristics of future employees like aptitude, manual skill, intelligence, personality, so on. Okay, now we are moving on to subdivision of selection test that is used in selection of employees. First one, intelligence test. This is one of the important psychological tests used to measure the level of intelligence of an individual. It mainly indicates a personal intelligence or ability to make decisions and judgment. Moving on to the next test, that is aptitude test. It's a measurement of individual potential for learning new skills. It indicates a person's capacity to develop. These kind of tests will give a best idea of a person's future success and his course. Moving on to the next test, personality test provides hints to a person's emotion, a reaction, maturity and value system, etc. These tests provide overall personality. Hence, it is difficult to design and implement because every personality is different. Moving on to the next test, that is trade test. These kind of tests measure the existing skills of an individual. They measure the level of knowledge and proficiency in the area of profession or sometimes technical. The difference between aptitude test and a trade test is the measurement of ability to acquire skills, but in the trade test, actual skill they have. Moving on to next test, that is interest test. Every individual has a fascination among some job other than what he applied right now. Interest tests are used to know the pattern of interest or involvement of a person in a new areas like that. Again, back to the process. The next process is, by the way, we are talking about the third process, employment interview. First of all, interview is a formal thing. That means it is an in-depth conversation conducted to evaluate the candidate's suitability for the particular job. The main goal of interviewer is to seek information about a candidate. But nowadays, candidates are seeking information from interviewer. Moving on to next process. In this process, employees are requested for the name, address and telephone numbers for the purpose of verifying information and gaining additional information of an applicant, like from previous employer, known persons, teacher, university professor. They all can act as a reference. Moving on to the next process, selection decision. The final decision has to be made from those candidates who pass the test, interview and reference test. Usually HR manager will consider the final selection because HR manager is responsible for performance of a new employee. Moving on to the next process, medical examination. After the selection decision, but before the job offer, it is compulsory that the candidate is requested to undergo medical fitness test. After this medical entrance test, the job offer will be given to the candidate. The next step in the selection process is job will be offering to the applicants who have passed all the previous selection process, and usually job offer is made through a letter of appointment or a confirmation approval. Such letter normally consists a date for reporting to the duty. Actually, management has to give reasonable time to the candidate for reporting. Moving on to next process, contract of employment. After the job offer has been made and candidates accept orders, the next step is contract between employer and employees. Certain documents need to be completed by both the employers and candidate, and also confirmation form or a letter. This form consists certain important details about candidates which are authenticated and attested by him. Attestation form or a confirmation form will be valid record for the future reference. There is also need of preparing a contract of employment, usually basic information included in written contract, like it contains a job title, duties, responsibility, date, employment status, rate of pay, allowances, hour of work, leave rules, sickness, and some of the other rules, termination, etc. These are the procedure of selection process. If you like this video, hit like and share with your friends. Click here to watch the next series. See you in the next series. Bye.